Well, today we honor and mourn those who gave their lives for our country. But many Utahns carry the spirit of Memorial Day in their hearts year-round. Fox 13 News reporter Jenna Bree shows us how one Utah woman is sharing the stories of those who were left behind.
But I love how he says, it was a bloody Holocaust for the short time it lasted. The small wooded slopes were strewn with American and enemy dead, and of those in the agony of dying.
Anastasia Harman has always been fascinated by World War II.
I read my great-grandfather's memoir. He was a POW during the war, and he came home. He was one of the lucky ones.
Her great-grandfather was captured by the Japanese and became a prisoner of war at the age of 45 during the Philippines campaign in the 1940s. The U.S. surrendered this battlefield.
He was in the POW camp for almost 3 years, and they were sick. They had dysentery and all sorts of other diseases, and they were starving for 3 years. And he survived that.
For the last 15 years, Harman has been researching others like her great-grandfather.
Remember how the sailors tried to dye their white uniforms khaki but ended up in bright yellow? Yeah, the Japanese noticed.
And recently launched a podcast titled Left Behind.
The fact that we surrendered is not a narrative that is put out there a lot. And so I say it's a podcast about the people left behind when the U.S. surrendered in World War II, because we did. We surrendered so many people, and we surrendered an entire country.
More than 400,000 Americans are estimated to have lost their lives during World War II. Even though it's been almost 80 years since the war ended, Harman says every single one of those individuals has a story worth sharing.
I can go through every single person up here and I can tell you their story, and their story is amazing, and it's very different from anybody else's story.
On Memorial Day, Harman says she encourages people to try to learn about just a few of the Americans who gave their lives up for their country.
Are we forgetting what they were fighting for?
In Eagle Mountain, Jenna Bree, Fox 13 News, Utah.